Get the spooky ambience. Okay. So yeah, you were on this kind of high balcony type of area into the castle because you climbed up the tower because the front gates were all blocked off. And so when you climbed to the tower, you got to this kind of long corridor that looked down to the castle courtyard, where you saw a giant card guard with a giant scythe chasing after a figure person. And they went deeper into the ruins of this once beautiful and grand castle. There's visible signs of war and battles and damage all around Viscera, but it looks old and ancient, but it almost looks fresh at the same time. Like it's a very almost like, I don't want to say a glitch in time or anything like that, but it just looks maybe when you glance at it first, it looks old, but the deeper you look into it, the fresher it looks. But there's a doorway down kind of what's broken a little bit off its hinges, but it looks like it leads the only way deeper into the castle.
Well, I
guess we go that way.
Yeah, I mean, nowhere else to go, right? Unless there's
That's
a
true.
hidden door around here, but I don't know if we should go snooping and hidden doors quite yet.
We should just move cautiously forward, I think.
All right.
Cautiously, should we sneak?
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, sure. Sounds like a plan to me. Be sneaky.
Okay.
Hide within the
Everyone roll a
shadows.
stealth check.
$18.
Are you ready for our numbers?
Yeah.
16.
11.
15.
6.
Oh no.
As you approach the door, Sybil, maybe you just weren't paying attention. You just kind of move some rubble from the battles here, and it kind of makes like a rock falling sound. You kind of all tense up a little bit, but nothing comes. You approach the door and you see on the other side, it looks to be a long gallery. The door isn't locked, but it's broken into pieces, still on its hinges, but you can see through the holes and things.
Like we can look through the holes and see what's on the other side of the door. Lux will do that first to make sure the coast is clear.
You see that it's just this long kind of portrait gallery. It's dark in there, but there are no creatures, monsters, or people on the other side.
Safe to go this way.
Well, let's go.
Let's just very carefully open the holy door.
Roll a strength check.
Okie. Oh, there it is. 15.
So you kind of push on the door. It was trapped in by some rubble, but you managed to get the door open, and on the other side, you're into the portrait gallery. You see various depictions of the Queen of Hearts, some of her winning croquet, drinking tea, commanding a court, and one on her throne. Um, as you kind of look around just in your little area that you just walked into, you do see that there are scratch marks on the wall, similar to the one you had seen previously in Evie's old castle. Um, and it looks like they all kind of coagulate down at the end of the hall.
Well, I don't like that.
You guys think whatever made these scratches is still here?
Let's hope not. Let's just hope not, I guess.
Should we look around the room and see if there's anything useful in here? Maybe we should take a peek. I mean,
Is everyone
this
in?
place?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so everyone's just kind of looking at the portraits and stuff.
Yeah.
After you finally make it in through the hallway, from behind, rock and rubble and ruin start falling from the like parapet and towers, blocking your exit out. The only way
Oh.
forward is in.
Well. And that's
Yep.
toward the scratches or away from them?
Away from you. So you had just walked in. They fell behind you. Scratches are at the other end of the corridor.
Okay.
We have to go towards the scratches.
Correct.
Well,
And
let's hope.
oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Amara's gonna run her hand over the scratches. Is it like a 3-claw scratch, a 4-claw scratch?
3.
Okay.
Look.
Hey, Soren, do you know what could make these?
Can Soren roll to see if he knows?
You can roll nature.
Okay. 18.
You can tell it's there's plenty of larger creatures with 3 claws. You do notice that it is the same claw patterns from Evie's castle. Like you can almost identify it equally that it's most likely that creature or something similar.
I mean, it could be a number of different creatures, but these look awfully similar to the scratches we saw in Evie's castle.
I really hope it's not one of those things.
Yeah,
I hope not either.
no kidding. Let's look around and see if we can figure out anything else that's happened here. I mean, the scratches, sure, but the holes in the door? I mean, what's going on?
So, as you kind of look around, the uh, the hallway, kind of like get closer to the scratches, you see that there is a message written in the scratches that says, "My sister, when will you learn?"
Guys, there's a note over here, and it looks like it might be from someone we've already met.
Ooh.
But whose sister?
The Queen of Hearts sister. I mean, what other sister would there be? Isn't she part of the four? Queen of Spades.
Mm,
Yeah, but I was just
I
what individual sister? Would it just mean all of them?
I don't know. I mean, which one would want to hurt her? And why?
I mean, I think all of them would.
You think?
the Queen of Hearts, right, isn't part of the 3 witches, right? Not part of the
They're all 4
Oh,
sisters.
diamond. But I thought the Queen of Hearts was a fae.
They all are.
Okay.
is that something that we knew outside of our knowledge in the party, or is that something?
You guys are putting together that at least the Queen of Spades, Diamonds, and clubs are all related, and there has been a fourth sister. So you can put two and two together that four suits the Queen of Hearts makes sense.
Hmm.
I mean, she did kind of deceive them, and when you go down to Underland, you kind of just know about the Queen of Hearts, not everybody else.
Her reputation definitely precedes her.
Amara's going to take a look at the paintings to see if she can see any of the other sisters in them, or if it's just the Queen of Hearts.
It's all just paintings of the Queen of Hearts.
Okay.
You're starting to learn that this queen is very vain, even more so than Evelyn. And she's all about herself, constantly trying to make herself look better. In the portrait, she's usually triumphing over someone. She's got the best pot of tea. She's winning the croquet game. She's in charge of, like where people are always below her. But no, you don't see the other two sisters that you've met.
Hmm.
She looks to be very full of herself.
Yeah.
Those queens are, though. Have you seen Evie?
Not like this. Hers was more of envy.
This is more of pride.
Well, hopefully she doesn't get too upset with us poking around her castle.
Well, I'd be more
I feel
worried
like
about that
nobody's
thing.
home.
I mean, to be fair, the last time we fought that thing, we didn't die.
It didn't go
No,
well, though.
I didn't say it went well. I just said we didn't die. Okay.
and we
Mhm.
couldn't
And
kill it.
we've also gotten slightly. It ran away last time. It's not that we couldn't kill it. It ran away. It
We
didn't want
also
to
ran
die.
away.
No, well, after the fight, me and Amara then got into a little scuffle, but
We're fine now.
we're fine now, but we're also stronger now. So,
A little bit. All right, let's keep
look,
going, guys.
I agree. We need to move on.
Alrighty. So at the other end of the hall, you see a door. It doesn't seem to be damaged by any means. You go through. Okay.
Sure.
Creaking softly in the next room, a rocking horse moves back and forth near the next door. Peeling paint covers its limbs and its rocker is thick with growth. A rictus grin is painted on its face. Near a protruding root is a painted wooden box 3 feet on a side. A crank protrudes from one side of it, causing it to resemble an oversized jack-in-the-box. It looks very similar to the one that the Queen of Diamonds had in her parlor.
dun, 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 dun.
I got a bad feeling about this, guys.
I no. I mean, is that a portal or is she
What
gonna come?
what is Sybil up to this time?
Sybil will slowly approach the rocking horse. She's just kind of looking it over for any specific details. You said it's moving on its own.
Just like slightly moving on its own, yes. Roll an intelligence check.
Sure. 19.
So you see that there is a depression on its forehead that can almost, by intuition, know that a horn once protruded from this depression.
Oh. She'll kind of point that out to the group. It was supposed to be a unicorn. She'll look
Yeah,
around to see if there's like a broken off horn anywhere.
As you look around, you notice that it's a lot of just debris, underbrush, briar, thorn type of crush, but no horn in this room. But with also your 19 intelligence check, you remember there is something about a unicorn you're supposed to be doing here.
Right. God. See its horn anywhere.
I'm trying to remember from when we met the unicorn.
Can I remember specifically what we're doing with the unicorn?
It was
Does
stolen. The
anyone
horn.
remember?
Yeah, the horn was stolen from its mate. Is this the mate?
I
But
thought
no,
we
was
were
that the
looking.
mate was supposed to be in our world?
Because that's where the last witch is.
Because that's who has the horn.
Mhm.
So the Queen of Clubs has the horn. Use it to trap people in the Palace of Hearts' desire. Wait. No, I think the unicorn's trapped in the Palace of Hearts' desire. Eladas?
Mm-hmm.
You
Free
think it's
him.
cursed?
I don't think this could be the unicorn they were talking about, do you?
I mean,
What if
I
it's
mean,
cursed?
it is Ender.
it's moving on its own.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know. One of you magic folk do it. Do something.
Do what?
I don't know.
Flux will talk to the horse. Are you Eladas?
It just keeps rocking back and forth.
Take that as a yes.
Ask it something else. Ask
I-
it if it's
I don't-
trapped here.
Oh,
You ask it.
Eladin. Eladin?
It's
Eladin?
Eladon.
Eladon. I can spell. Well, I don't think it's going to respond. It is a wooden horse that's rocking. I wonder if we need to crank it and maybe it will talk.
We need to do what to it?
It has a crank. Like a
No,
jack in
that's
the
on the
box.
that's on the scary box.
Yeah, I am not touching that box. That
Oh.
gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Draco, why don't you crank the box?
I mean, we don't have to get ahead of ourselves, but
Soren's going
we
to
do need-
approach the rocking horse
Mhm.
and try and ask it if, are you trapped here? Let's see if anything happens.
It just continues to slowly rock.
Okay. Lux, did you touch this thing?
nah, she has
Can
not touched
Draco
it.
use detect magic on the box?
On the box,
Mm-hmm.
the Jack in the Box, yeah. You tell it that there is a school of transmutation and teleportation magic.
Cool.
Guys, transmutation, teleportation magic on this Jack in the Box.
Which means
Okay.
that it could be a portal.
Probably a portal. Should we take the horse with us?
Well, so Draco, what if you do detect magic on this? Because it still goes for 10 minutes, right?
Yeah. Alright, I'll go over to the horse.
You also detect transmutation magic.
I think it's gotta be the horse. We gotta save him. Or it's not a horse, it's a unicorn. Two different species.
Yeah, don't insult it.
It won't. I'm sorry, horse. I will let Dawn. She pets it.
You called it a horse again.
Sorry, a unicorn.
What, you don't think this is a trap, do you? Like, that could be someone else that we don't want getting free. Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Well, I think the minute we stepped into this castle, it was a trap. So I don't think that this is smart, but we're doing it anyways.
It's true. We have a task, and no task is easy or safe, I feel. But the question is, should we take the horse with us with the Jack in the Box?
I
Well,
mean, I
is there
can grab
anything-
the horse and then crank the. See what happens, but you gotta promise if I disappear, you guys gotta come after me. You can't just leave me there.
Well, of course, I'll come after you.
no, fine.
Is there anything else in this room of note?
Just another doorway.
Oh,
No scratches in this room though.
Mm-mm.
Should I go see the other door?
You open it.
The unicorn.
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
You see that there is a small landing and a spiral that leads down.
Like if I were to walk out, it would just be like the landing and then just a spiral.
Correct.
Okay. Nothing going up, just down.
No, just down. You can kind of tell there's light shining down, as if this tower has been attacked and with broken walls and ruins and things like that.
Can I see the bottom of the staircase?
No, it's like a center column, so it like
Mhm.
wraps around. Yeah.
Okay.
Why
Well-
don't we check the Jack in the Box, and then if nothing happens, we'll go down the stairs.
Yeah,
okay.
I agree with Mara on this one, and I mean,
Trey, do I have my familiar with me or no? I couldn't remember.
Not yet.
Okay, heard. What's up?
All right. This Jack in the Box is.
Am I doing it?
do you want to?
Does anyone else want to?
I can go first if you want me to. I am brave.
Lux, I don't know if I can lose you right now. So
I can
I'll-
bring you
What
the
if we all hold
horse.
hands and do it at once?
I
Ooh,
mean,
that's actually not a bad idea.
Let's link hands. Somebody crank.
We all
Somebody
go
hold
together.
Eladon. and
what
we
we'll
good.
do is we'll just do a line. I'll
Yeah.
do the crank,
Maybe
and
we
Lux,
should-
you could be touching Eladon, and then everyone else could be in the middle holding each other's hands.
What if
Right.
What if we start by touching this horse, or unicorn Eladon?
All right, Lux,
Well, Lux has pet it by now. She's tapped it
Oh,
on the
she
head
has.
and like reassured the unicorn.
Draco
we're gonna
goes
save you.
over and grabs the crank on the Jack in the Box.
Let's all hold hands. And Eladon.
And he'll sit there with his hand out like this, waiting for someone to grab it before he starts cranking.
So all 5 of us are doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sybil, you're on board with this?
All right,
Okay.
we're all holding hands.
Yep.
Lux is holding on to
wholeheartedly,
Eladon.
And you turn it.
Crank.
So it lets off a little jingle, a little twist, but then it kind of stops, and like before you can push forward, it starts cranking backwards, playing the tune backwards. It's kind of an eerie sound, but you can almost deduce that something's missing from this to complete it.
Can I inspect the box to see if there's anything missing from the Jack in the Box?
There's
Like,
nothing.
around it.
As you look it over, there doesn't seem to be anything out of place.
Maybe Eladon has to have his horn, or her horn.
His
His horn.
pretty sure to him.
And you also start to remember that the previous queen's magical teleportation device required a verbal component to the teleportation spell.
Pop goes the
Oh
weasel.
yeah. We all have to sing it. I don't know if we would know that song.
Uh,
What was the verbal? Let's see.
Can I roll? Would it be insight or history to see if we remember the verbal cue?
Um, Yeah, let's say that's fair.
Insight. 13.
Bandersnatch.
Guys, it's Bandersnatch.
Oh, okay.
And, all right, everyone hold hands again.
Boop. Bandersnatch.
And we all say Bandersnatch at the same time. 3, 2, 1, Bandersnatch.
Bandersnatch.
Just like that.
So instantaneously, you get teleported, zap through time to where you remember seeing the other Jack in the Box back in the other parlor, which is currently destroyed and on fire, which is currently being attacked by a Jabberwocky.
Bandersnatch.
You wake yourself up, or on the other side of the teleportation. Fire and ruin are everywhere, and the box is on fire and ruined on her side.
Prestidigitation. Mending.
Can I cast Shape Water and use the water from my water skin to at least put out the flames around us and keep us safe from being burned?
Everyone, you're gonna roll a dexterity saving throw first. Now that you've arrived in flames.
Nat 20.
You lucky baby.
21.
Nat 20.
15.
Do we have to re-roll since we both
Sorry,
got it?
14.
No.
Okay.
14. Not 15. I can't math.
Okay, so for those of you who've gotten a 14 and higher, you'll take half damage, 5 points of fire damage. For those who got below, you'll take a full 10 points of fire damage for standing in this fire and ruin.
And then,
I-
as fast as he can Soren cast Control Flames and extinguish the flames within 5 feet of us?
Yeah. And then Sybil's also casting Create Water as well, right?
So throw it on the
Yes.
jacket box so that way I can mend it. So that way we can try to use this thing to get out of here.
That's what she's doing. She's casting it on the fire that's like around us, burning in the box.
Mending.
Hopefully that works. I have a
Fire!
ton of water. But I am not feeling super hot. I have one of those health potions.
PK
Oh wait,
Don't
fire.
think
I
we
dropped
have
them on
any.
the bridge.
We don't have any. They
Yeah.
got.
PK
Right.
fire.
Soren will cast Cure Wounds for you.
Thank you so much.
You want to roll or you want me to do it?
You can roll, Sam.
So with the mending cantrip, it has to be the break or tear is no longer than 1 foot in any dimension. Unfortunately, this is larger than that, and it's all currently burnt to crisp. So mending would not fall in that category.
So plus 12, Sybil.
He's still trying anyways.
Thank you so much.
Did Eldaron come with us?
Yeah, the wooden horse, it's on fire.
We're putting
Wait,
it out.
I thought
It's
I
5
cast
feet.
water.
Well, yeah, but
Shape water.
you still teleported into fire.
We're fine now. He's fine. He's okay
He's
now.
fine.
Doing damage
now.
control, guys.
Yes.
He was on fire.
He was on fire.
You could probably mend this.
Yeah, wait. Mend the horse.
I will allow
unicorn.
mending for that.
No, it's not a unicorn right now. It's a horse. It's missing its horn.
No, don't talk to it that way.
Don't insult him.
I'm gonna make him mad.
If he comes to life, he comes to life. I fixed the problem there.
And if he kicks you in the face, he kicks you in the face.
Fair. This is all fair.
So should we take him back to? Well, let's get out of this first.
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
like a doorway or a window we can all jump out of?
Everything's on fire.
Yeah,
There's mimics dead.
it's all in ruin and fire. But with creating water and controlling flame, there might be a way out.
Soren will look for the nearest doorway, hole, window, and cast control flames on it so they go out.
Okay. Yep.
Is the floor sturdy enough for us to like walk there?
You're on the ground floor.
Okay, okay. Come on, guys, let's go this way.
Yeah, guess we'll keep.
Or-
You guys have to keep doing that until we get out. Cause
Yeah.
I got nothing.
How heavy is Elderon?
Say probably like 30 pounds.
Okay,
Take him.
Amara's gonna pick him up, and she's going to throw him kind of over her shoulder in a way. He's a little awkward, but she hoists him up, and she walks in after Soren.
Okay.
All right, I guess we'll keep following the two that can help the water. I mean, the flame.
Soren's gonna keep casting control flame until there's a way out.
Okay. You eventually get yourselves out of the flames. A little burnt, a little crispy, a little fried. But you manage to get out of the forest just enough to see the Jabberwocky flying above the trees, and kind of flying in circles around its destruction.
Boy, we need to get out of sight fast. Can this
Yeah,
thing?
let's.
I can't remember. Can it smell us from down here too? I mean, with the fire, we might be able to
We'll probably smell like fire.
sneak away.
Trey, I forgot
Well,
I was
yeah,
a
but
tiefling
everything
and I'm
smells like
resistant to
fire.
fire.
You already had resistance to the damage, so you're good.
Right, okay.
Let's get to cover as fast as we can.
Where did we go from here? I can't remember.
Closest
We have
tree.
to go past Fred's. Yeah, but this is gonna get into the forest first, out of his sight line,
All right.
and then we need to go back to the Palace of Hearts.
I'm trying
Well,
to
we can
think.
go
Is
drop
there-
the unicorn off with the other unicorn at the lake, and then go
We don't
there.
have the horn though.
I mean, at least we know it would probably be safe with the unicorn, I would think.
But what if it thinks we won't go get the horn? I mean, what if it's
We can.
job
I
not
mean,
finished?
I mean, I can say, hey, like we want to keep this safe. We don't want to drag this with us back all the way to the castle and then potentially cause more damage to it or anything like that. It might be safer with the unicorn, so we can go get the horn to bring back. So that way, at least we know it's in a safe location. Or we can go give it to Red, so we know Red can keep it safe.
I think we should keep it with us. I think it's safest with us, and the least amount of stops is the best because we don't have much time here. Remember, we're on a time crunch.
Well, then let's
You
go.
want me to lug this thing around?
Yep.
Do you
Unless
want
we have
someone else to do it? I can do it.
No. Nope. I'm fine. I just. All right,
We could take turns.
let's go where we're going.
What do we
Draco
know about
pats
this
Amara on the back.
Jabberwocky? I mean, I'm concerned here, guys. Are we not worried about getting away from this thing?
No,
I
that's what
mean,
we're doing. We're getting away from it.
let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to get away from it.
All
But we're
right.
heading
Well,
towards like the
right.
Palace of Heart's Desire, like retracing our steps back.
Okay, all right.
All right. So eventually, you escape the ruins of Loom Lurch, and follow back down the trail, and eventually you come to the collapsed bridge, where you see hundreds of yards away is the castle, but it sits in a ravine where it's just all collapsed around. Think of a canyon. You know, the it's on the other side of this canyon, this gulch, and the bridge forward is collapsed.
And we got to get back over there.
Does anyone know Featherfall?
Well, Lex does. But that's not gonna help us here.
Let's see here.
I'm just making sure in case something goes wrong, Lux. Just, have a backup.
Um,
You said it was
pretty sure.
150 feet?
Who?
150 feet across.
Hundreds of yards
Okay.
across. Like it's a deep ravine. It's a long haul. Yeah.
Who?
Crossing it would take a few hours.
Hmm. Well,
Suddenly, you hear a little bit of sparkly, firecrackery, sparkler magic as you see floating above the ravine a pink and purple cat appear, floating, twirling, twisting, as if it's swimming lazily through the water. And then it rests itself on one of the canyon rock and says, "Quite a predicament, yes."
I'll say, kitty cat. How come
Retracing
you can
your
float?
steps, are you?
Just slightly.
Yeah.
When will you ever learn?
Apparently never.
Tomorrow.
Maybe, but for you, tomorrow might never ever come.
Mhm.
Maybe.
Touching
nice.
things you have no idea what it does is quite dangerous. Didn't a little bluebird tell you that?
Yes.
We've been
yeah,
here
but I mean,
before.
yeah.
Do you know how we can get across?
I do. You just
Oh,
have to
okay.
believe.
I believe I'm across. You should squint your eyes really hard.
Take a leap of faith, dear. Come on in. The water's fine.
Lux.
I don't know if I should trust the cat or not.
Don't do it. Don't jump in that ravine.
Why should I trust you? And even though I blindly trusted the box.
You don't have to. That's your predicament to figure out.
Is it possible for Sorn to become a giant bird of some kind that could carry people across?
Not at your level.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So say we believe. I believe that there is an invisible bridge here. I am going to stick my foot out and I'm going to hit something hard on the way on my foot down. She only has one foot in the air.
All right. Take your leap of faith.
Flux looks on her hand out, so just in case. So you can hold my hand. I'll hold you back just in case.
Yeah, maybe you should put Elderon down.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
If I cast hold person on someone that's falling, would they freeze? Or would they just be paralyzed but falling?
Paralyzed but fall.
We learned that when we died the first time.
Feather falling
This
is a
feels
60-foot
too
spell,
familiar.
so if we were to start falling, Lux could cast it as a reaction. We'd still be okay. Theoretically. Draco runs and just takes a dive,
Whoa!
What?
trusting fully in this cat.
He got 3 spell slots.
You see him fall. He jumps, almost like nosedives down to the ravine, and then disappears.
Ba, 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 ba.
Down the rabbit hole he goes. Ta-ta, little lad. Who's next?
I promised I would follow him.
No.
And
No,
she
I'm
looks
not.
back and she runs and jumps with Elderon on her back.
No
Oh my
shit.
god.
Can
The,
you-
Lemmings? This is so stupid.
the cat holds up a 9.5 like diving score.
And,
It was
and
my
on her
diving score, damn it.
on her way down, she like because he's a rocking horse, she like goes to ride him down.
Oh my god.
That's right.
They're dead. They're dead. They just jumped to their death.
I see one of us is a non-believer.
I want to go, and Lux will do what she just posted in back, and this goes, ta.
Oh my god.
He's like a
Oh.
Soren,
brother.
I don't I don't want to jump into that ravine.
I don't
What if
like
they're
this
just
one bit.
Why can we not do that? What if we find a different way across? Down or
How else could we believe and get across? I mean, jumping down ain't gonna get us across, right?
well,
It will. You just have to believe.
this is insane.
Jump.
Are they dead?
I guess there's only one way to find out. You mean you're halfway there?
Oh my god. I don't know. I'm gonna need one hell of an order of baka rolls after this, and Soren's just gonna run and dive.
The cat makes a splashing sound with water, and gives him a round of applause. Practically perfect. Now, Sybil, it's your turn. Jump.
We'll go to the edge and look down. She'll close her eyes and she'll walk off the edge.
So you all die. I'm just kidding.
Oh my
I
god!
knew it.
I'm just
That
My
kidding.
scared
bingo
me
card.
so bad.
No.
I'm so pissed.
No.
I mean, it would have been my own fault. There was no other choice in my mind. I was already told I had to go forward. I couldn't. We had to make no stops. So
I'm just
through
traumatized from before.
through the magical rabbit hole, you wind up back in the room that you were in the castle before you teleported.
Oh
Draco,
god.
upon landing, immediately looks around and was like looking for Amara to catch. And immediately after, if he sees like Amara land and safe, then he immediately tries to like search for Lux to catch Lux.
She's giggling all the way down.
Can Soren accidentally land and not knock Draco over in the process?
Like Superman punched me flying down. 20
Sybil,
points of force damage.
what kind of entrance do you make?
Gracefully. Like
That's
floating
Yeah,
down.
actually,
I
I
can
feel like
see it.
like an umbrella.
yeah, not an umbrella maybe, but she'll land on her feet. And just relief. Just glad we're okay.
The question is,
No
does Sybil
kidding.
punch Draco?
All right. So I guess we should take the stairs.
Yeah.
Let's
You
go on
wanna
over.
you want someone else to take a turn with the unicorn, Amara, or
Yeah,
I guess
you
we could leave it
volunteering?
here in this room.
yeah,
'Cause
why
we
not?
found it here.
Don't think we should leave it in this room.
No.
Can
Yeah.
Draco take out his mace with light and shine it bright as they're walking down to give them some light as they're going down into the deep depths?
It is already pretty light due to the fact that there's broken walls that kind of look out into Queensland, which is now this deserted desert ravine canyon. And this vast labyrinth that grows at the bottom of the ravine that you can see just extends on for miles and miles. In the center of a labyrinth is what looks like a large gleaming tower. Calcified vines and growth cover the stairs, making it tricky to walk down the staircase. But eventually, you get down to the bottom landing, and strung up by that vine like growth is another message, but this time it's made out of card guard viscera. It says,
Ooh.
"To get what you want, my trust you'll earn."
So to get into the tower, we have to earn trust.
Rest
Well,
of
I
what?
don't.
This thing?
Remember, right now you guys are thinking that this is the sister. because the first message my sister wouldn't let you learn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't think this is the kitty anymore.
Was
Right.
it's the viscera and like everything? Does it still look like that monster was there or no?
You can't tell by this. It's
Okay.
so just
Overrun.
absolutely eviscerated. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Sure.
There's like strung in like guts and
Right,
twists of the
innards.
weapons and just nasty. Do you go forward?
Yeah.
Yeah, we move forward. Gotta earn
So
her trust, though.
the door opens to a large hall with more corpses draped over a long table fit for a tea party. A rotting birthday cake festers in the middle, and the drinks have left scum marks around the rims. A large unbirthday banner hangs on by threads. Painted over the unbirthday sign in a deep crimson red is starting a war on just a whim. And then beyond that is a door to the back gardens.
Happy unbirthday.
Starting a war on just a whim.
Sounds like the start of the war for no reason.
Hmm.
So who started the war? Was it the heart, club, the diamond, the spade?
And what war?
Maybe it's the same person who's
war?
been writing us these notes, and the war was waged on her. She thinks it was for no reason?
Well, I mean, look at this castle. It's all full. And
Yeah.
then the outside, it also looks apocalyptic, you know.
You know, isn't that kind of odd? Don't you think a castle full of... They must not have seen this coming, you know? How did this place get so messed up? Unless they already weren't here?
Or it happened from inside.
But the thing is, we
Yeah.
saw a card guard live. So why haven't the queen or anybody cleaned this up? It's like it's frozen in time or something here.
Time is a weird soup. Especially in the under, I feel.
Time is a weird soup.
Time is a weird soup.
It made sense to me, Lux. I don't know.
Amara and Draco just like their mind just like that's what tipped them over the edge there. Their mind shattered. Soup? Amara's like looking at Draco. Draco's looking at Amara like, fuck soup? What?
I mean, it's the under. It's nonsensical.
Yeah, you're right. And yeah.
I just hope it's not
Yeah.
rubbing off on you too much.
Soup?
Well, I hope it does. Let's keep going.
There's nothing here that. Is there anything on the table that looks out of place or not part of a dinner or birthday party?
No, it's all just
Okay.
rotted, moldy, disgusting food.
Rotted. Okay, so this was not today, not yesterday.
But
You
maybe
know,
last week.
yeah.
Or
All
last
right.
year.
Amara's gonna check the garden door to see, is it a window pane door?
Yeah.
She is going to spy through the glass, and she is going to see if there's any like card guards out there or anything like that.
So she's looking through the glass, and you see just a large entrance to the hedge maze labyrinth, where in wrought iron, like there was a giant sign that says like the labyrinth, but draped over it, painted red, and it says "Figured it out yet."
Hey, well, there's a sign that asks us figured it out yet.
These notes are they're not for us, you know, but it's kind of curious to me that we would be taking the same path as whoever these are intended for.
I hope they're okay.
And
I
I hope they're
mean,
not really for us.
well, if it's been a week or so and we saw a card guard, the queen has to be alive, right?
Mm.
Mm.
But Amara opens the door and she's like, come on, guys.
Only
Let's
one way to
go.
find out.
Alright, so you open up the doors, which leads down to the labyrinth, and the sign that says "Figured at painted." Do you enter the labyrinth?
No way.
Okay. If we do this, we have to all stay together. Like, maybe we should tie a rope around each other's waists so we don't get lost in this labyrinth. Because we can't
Tie
get
2
split up.
ropes to each other.
Well, does anyone have rope?
I have
I
rope.
do.
Okay.
So let's tie it around
Um,
our waists and link up at least before we go into this labyrinth. Because I don't know if we figured this out or not yet.
all right.
Who's gonna
I
be in
mean,
the
the
front?
only
Who's gonna
path
be in
is
the back?
forward. Does anyone else have any ideas on what I was saying? What are we figuring out?
Who started the war? Why did the war start? Maybe that's what.
What is someone so mad about?
I mean, look
What do
how
we
awful
know?
this place looks.
I mean, from what the notes, I mean, starting a war on the whim, maybe there's nothing they're mad about. Maybe they're just mad, like insane.
I'm
They
jealous.
just power hungry, jealous, mean girls.
What did Red tell us?
Her mom liked
This
to
is her
knock off
mom,
people's
right?
heads.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. I don't know, guys.
All right. So tie ropes to each other. Elrond gets a
Mhm.
rope too. We ain't losing him.
And you guys head in?
We head
Yeah.
in.
Yes, but we should only go left. I read once that if you just stay to the left, you can find your way out of the labyrinth.
We should also try and mark our trail, maybe.
With
What?
P?
I
What?
don't know what I would pee. I don't.
You said marker trail.
That is not no.
As you enter down the first straight pathway through the labyrinth, behind you, the hedge closes up and it extends upwards, almost like you're in a very deep forest with large trees above you. You get
Oh,
to
look,
the
the tree's
end
protecting us.
and you hear a fierce roar echoing through the hedges. The creature from before is here with you. At the end of this row, there are 2 ways to go, and you see signs, colorful and bright. The right says, "For I," and the left says, "You aren't."
That makes my brain hurt.
Or you aren't.
Like,
You
is
aren't
it
for I.
4 eyes?
No, it just says "For I." Yeah.
So
That works.
FORI.
I.
Bye.
Okay.
You aren't. Or
Let's go right.
didn't Lux just say we should always go left? Lux, what did you? Was that real? Did you learn that somewhere?
I mean, I feel like I read it somewhere. That's how I get
Damn.
out of mazes now.
Oh man.
I mean, if we're all together, we're all together. Worst comes to worst, we get spun around and we end up back where we are, and then go through it again. It's not like it's a regular maze. It's a magical maze. So who knows what
I'm just
happens?
trying to think about the tricks that we know of with the other queens, but yeah, let's go. I mean, I can't put it off any further.
Let's
I
go
say we
left.
go to the you aren't, though, because I sounds like, oh, it's for me, instead of aren't is like, for you.
The
My drift.
monster, when we heard it, did it sound behind us or like somewhere in the maze?
Echoed through the maze. Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
Left.
Can it
Left.
smell us? Just out of curiosity.
Well, yeah, Lux is pissing in the bush over there.
You
I'm
do know
not pissing.
Red told you that once it finds its prey, it never backs down.
And
And we
it
were
already
right
met
once.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Does
it
she
backed
say
down.
is-
Let's be very clear. It did back down. It ran away. Doesn't mean it's not going to stop
So
hunting
we're
us.
going toward you aren't?
I feel like you aren't as better
You aren't
than
going
for
towards it?
I know it's not the right way, but you aren't sound not as bad as for I.
It kind of sounds like your heart a little bit, but
All right, let's go.
maybe
Ooh.
I'm
To the
just
left.
Wait,
being
so you guys
paranoid.
go left?
Yeah.
I thought we were going
So,
right.
which way are we going? Make a decision.
Left. We're going left.
Okay.
Left.
All right, so you head down the path that says you aren't. What after a while, what feels like half an hour, 45 minutes goes by, and you're just walking down a straight path, and it sounds like that creature's roars are getting closer and closer. Eventually, at the end of the pathway, you see another split, one going right, one going left. The right sign says for I, the left says wrong way.
Okay, but that obviously says wrong way, so obviously we have to go for I.
I mean, do we? We should go down the left
Or is it
again.
trying to trick us?
All
Oh,
right.
don't say that. I'm gonna go
Okay,
this
hear me out.
way.
Hear me out. If we go down wrong way and it kills us, we're dead anyways. If we go down wrong way and it leads us back here and it says wrong way and then for I,
The last part of that cut out. Can I get a recap?
if we come back, if we go down wrong way and it brings us back to this situation where it says wrong way again, and
Mhm.
then 4i on the right side, then we know we have to go to the 4i because it's just going to keep leading us in this loop, and the monster's getting closer. Or we just go down 4i and hope that the monster isn't just waiting there with its mouth open.
Is
The
there a
monster
village
also could be.
or a city in this Underdark? Oh my gosh, why do I always call it Underdark? The Under? Called the wrong way?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay.
Alright.
Then we're going
To your
I
knowledge,
mean,
no.
Okay.
my vote is 4i.
Where
Let's go
I?
for I.
Yeah. I'm
All
more
right.
worried about the monster being down the wrong way path, like waiting for us like in an ambush.
My gut's saying it's tricking us, but let's go to 4i.
All right, so you take the right path, and that says 4i. You kind of twist and turn, eventually coming to another fork. There's one that goes forward and one that goes to the left. The one that's the arrow pointing forward says am the, and the one to the left says not it.
4i.
For I am the. I think we're completing a sentence.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I think that we should. For I am the makes sense. Oh.
4i am the true queen.
Queen, something like that.
I'm excited. Let's place bets, people.
But we started off with you aren't.
Yeah, we started
Yeah,
off
but
with
then
you are.
I
You
And what
think
was
aren't.
the second
Are.
one
For
for
I
the
we
bad
am.
messed
one?
up.
Not
For
it.
I.
You aren't. Not it.
For
first-
I.
I think all
Yeah,
we
the
can
first
do
two
is
were
keep.
go ahead. Go ahead, Liz.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think all we can do really is, from where we are, follow the route that makes the most logical sense.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. I Trump.
Let's go.
Amari, you want
Let's
to place any
complete the
bets on what
sentence.
the sentences?
All right, so you continue going forward on the am the track. Eventually, the maze splits. There is a ladder going upward and a ladder going downward. The upward sign says magnificent, the downward side says horrible.
oh shit.
Oh shit.
Um.
Well, I don't want to go down personally.
Um. Would this person describe themselves as magnificent or horrible?
Depends on who's like I don't know, viewpoint we're in.
It's
Perspective.
gotta be magnificent. Nobody thinks of themselves as horrible. Even evil people, even bad guys, think that they're doing something
Good.
justified.
Yeah.
I mean,
Plus-
you can
plus-
kind of kick yourself down enough to say that you're horrible.
I think we should go magnificent.
I think magnificent.
Alright.
Most villains I've met are egotistical.
Right, yeah.
All right. I see
Yeah.
I see it.
And if they're not a villain, hopefully they're just a confident, magnificent somebody.
Wizard? Oh, maybe
Great.
fairy godmother.
So you are climbing upward.
Yeah.
I think
Alrighty.
so. Yeah.
Once you get to the top of the labyrinth landing, you see that the sky is now an endless labyrinth. The floor is now an endless labyrinth. You are almost just in a 3D cube of walls, ceiling, everything is just a mixture of a moving labyrinth. But you get to the landing and you see a sign to the right and left. The right side says marvelous, the left side says imbecile.
I let's go with the same logic last time.
I think if we
Marvelous.
make a decision, we should just try to stick to it.
Yeah, let's complete the sentence. The
So
a happy way.
or I am the magnificent, marvelous.
Marvelous Queen of Hearts. Maybe. We're still taking bets. I don't know.
I don't know if it's gonna be the Queen of Hearts. Why would she do this to her own castle?
Well, could be the diamond. It could be
Again,
any of the
starting
one.
on a whim, and
It
with how
could be.
aggressive it was, it could literally have been anything. They all
True.
could have
I don't
been
know, but-
over for the birthday, and a war started.
True. Well, let's go up Marvelous or go follow Marvelous.
To the right.
Yeah.
You follow the pathway or the maze over bridges and things like that. Eventually you come to two slides that are built into the hedges, so almost like a covered slide into the darkness. One sign says idiotic, the other side says mad.
Mad
Saying
Queen,
go mad.
mad.
Magnificent, marvelous, mad. Okay.
MMM.
All right.
Okay.
I hate falling. I really do.
Maybe mad doesn't mean like rawr mad. Maybe they mean like crazy mad, like good mad.
Like I said,
Like how we jumped into a ravine to get back here.
That was mad.
As you approach the slide that says mad, you hear sounds of saw revving up and echoing into the inky darkness of this covered slide.
What does the
Weird.
other one sound
Bro.
like?
The other one sounds like butterflies and happiness and sunshine.
Hey, let's go to the other one.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
idiotic
sure?
might be the way we should go.
If it's a trick, I mean, whoever made this labyrinth is clearly trying to mess with us.
It
You wanna
would
go
be
down the
mad
saw?
option. It would be a mad option to take the one that sounds like saws.
I mean,
What's the other one say?
full leap of faith.
Idiotic.
Idiotic.
Idiotic, and it sounds like rainbows and butterflies.
Like, come on, guys. I think we should stick to our guns. I'm scared. I mean, I am. I just.
Butterflies.
I don't know.
Idiotic.
I mean, you live in a blissful world when you're an idiot.
And you fall for traps. Tricks.
All right,
I don't know.
mad. Let's go.
Okay.
Is there anything
Everyone's
else we
choosing the saw slide.
could we listen more closely? Is there anything else?
You hear
Can
the
we roll?
saws revving up. Vroom vroom.
Oh my
I don't know. I don't know,
god.
guys. I don't know what to do.
I feel sick, you guys. I think maybe butterflies is the way to go.
Remember
know what to
what
do. I'm
the
really
Cheshire
scared.
Cat taught you.
Oh
Just
yeah,
You know what?
take
a
a leap of
I-
faith.
slide.
I trust that there's not actual saws in the slide.
Okay, leap of faith.
Draco would be ready to, protect privates from these saws.
It's privates.
I feel
The
like
privates.
like to be like a dive, take off his foot or something else.
Unless
No.
it's just a tube of saws all around, shredding them up.
All right, he slides down.
All right,
Alright,
everyone's
leap of
going
faith.
down the mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know.
Well, you got two. They jump down, and you're all tied on.
Yeah, I mean,
we're all
as
tied
soon
up
as
on
I
each
dive
other.
down,
Oh, that's true. Okay.
So
I
as the
think I know.
sounds of saws ripping out through the slide at the end of the tunnel, they disappear as you land in a small circular labyrinth courtyard with two final tunnels. The left tunnel says Madam, the right tunnel says Blue Jay.
I
Madam,
definitely want the blue jay.
Blue.
no, we have to go
It's a
down.
red herring.
Madam. It
But
is. It's a
Uncle
trap.
Elliot.
It's a red herring blue jay. It's
If we weren't
confusing.
supposed to follow the sentence, we would have been chopped alive by saws.
Okay. Wait, we
We'll
were
be
supposed to
fine.
find the madam, weren't we? A long time ago. It was in my journal.
The marvelous,
What
magnificent, mad madam.
the madam.
Blue jay. Blue jay.
I go, madam, even though it
Okay.
hurts me.
I'm sorry, Uncle Elliot. And she looks at the blue jay and then be like, okay, I guess get in the madam.
Elliot would want us to be smart and to follow our logic and our heart's desire.
Well, my heart's desire is to get back.
My heart's
Right.
desire is to save Uncle Elliot.
Well, that goes with saving Elliot, because we gotta get back.
Okay. Okay.
I forget what he even sent us down here for.
To find fairy godmother
Fairy
to help him.
godmother.
I was being fishy-shish.
Oh,
You being a fishy?
I was being a fishy.
I thought Soren was the one that can turn into fishy.
okay. That's
So you guys go down the Madam part.
as much as I don't want to, yes.
Yes.
Alrighty, you start heading down the tunnel. It's dark, but then it gets lighter and lighter and brighter as almost like flashing lights are beating. But eventually you find yourselves in the center of the labyrinth where that gleaming tower was. And there's about 20 plus arrow signs and light up things all pointing in the direction of this door to the tower that says the word Mim. I am on it.
You cut out a little bit. What'd you say?
That
What part?
sign's going to Mim.
Yeah,
Big ol'
the
Mim
side.
in a tower.
Okay. I thought I misheard you. Sorry.
Okay.
I guess we
So
go.
whoever this Mim is. Wait, we've heard about Mim before. From Red. She right?
I'm trying to think. I don't remember.
I'm looking up.
Wasn't Mim one of the kids?
No.
What if it's
Mim?
just an acronym?
I know we've heard this before. I just don't want a metagame, so that's all.
Hmm.
Was it because she fought Merlin?
Are you talking about if Red has talked about her?
Yeah.
Yes, Red has talked
Okay.
about her.
All right. Well, Mim. Then
So
maybe
this
Mim
is
has the horn.
and this is the person who's been doing all this.
Maybe.
Hmm.
She
I
likes
guess
to
we don't know for
pretend.
sure.
All right. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. I think we should be prepared for anything when we walk through here.
Yep. All right. Let's go see who this marvelous, magnificent, marvelous Madam Min is.
Alrighty, so you open the door and you see that the inside of the tower is a lot larger than what it looks like from the outside. It's only just one base floor with a large up um, tower that you can see all the way to the top of. It's kind of misty, a little bit mystical with purples and blue hues, a little bit of pinks kind of misting around. At the back of the tower is this large kind of crystalline gold brass instrument, large enough that almost looks like a casket standing straight up. On the inside, you can see that it's very frosted, but there is some type of figure on the inside of it. Then at the end, you also see that large card guard with the giant scythe at the back of the hall. You also see a chained up prisoner with a bag over their head hanging on the wall. And finally, cackling in the distance as thunder starts to roll, is a lilac lavender colored bushy hair woman with pink and purple robes as she's cackling maniacally to herself. No one has noticed you enter yet.
What?
We should hide.
Yes, I agree.
There's nowhere to hide.
Oh no.
Okay.
And Amara gets herself out of the rope.
So does
Oh
Soren.
yeah. We
So
should
does Draco.
unrope ourselves.
Yep.
Maybe stand close to the wall or see what's in that coffin thing. Lux is going to. Let's look in the coffin. Make sure maybe they need help. She's not here yet in the room, right? We just hear her cackling.
No, she's
Or
definitely in the room.
Oh, okay. She just hasn't noticed us yet.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what to do.
I mean, we can't hide anywhere. We might as well. Maybe we should just introduce ourselves.
Oh, that's also something. We can be polite.
Maybe we shouldn't. Soren will kind of try to hide. Because he's still holding the unicorn, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Unless someone else has taken it.
I don't think anyone else has. He's gonna like put it behind his back if he can.
Okay.
Kind of.
I do. God, I hate being a rogue. I don't know what to do.
Surprise attack.
Can she
No.
cast message towards the figure with the the thing over its head? And be like, "Are you friend or foe?"
What is that? 120 feet?
Yes. As long as I can see, like I point my finger towards it within range, whisper message, and they can reply. Only I can hear.
Let's see. You're not familiar with the target, therefore you would not be.
Oh, it just says a creature within range.
It says you can cast a spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know what is behind the barrier.
Ooh.
So the bag's a solid object.
The bag is definitely a solid object.
All right, that's a log out, guys. I can't do much, so.
Soren's going to cast. If he casts. Oh, is this something you can answer? If he casts find traps, will they notice our presence? Would I know something like that?
Is that's just is it verbal?
It is verbal. It also has an S, semantic, right?
So semantic. That
Yeah.
means you would have to move and say something. I will let you roll stealth to whisper it,
Okay.
but like the magic always is. It's not a quiet spell. It's kind of like there's always a sound to magic.
Okay. He'll do it.
Okay. So you kind of cast a spell out, a little bit of that twinkly, glissily, divination magic echoes out. You don't see anything except for a glyph of warning, which is placed by the giant phylactery crystal mechanism thing.
A glyph of warning or warding?
Warding.
Okay. All right, and then I got a 10 for stealth.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say that you were quiet about saying it out loud, but
Okay.
still the magical twinkle did happen. But with the thundering sounds outside, it kind of dissipates.
Okay. Well, I don't see any traps around here, guys. Maybe we should just introduce ourselves. I mean, I'm kind of surprised.
I
haven't
don't know
met
what to
any of us.
do.
Probably not nice.
You want to introduce yourself to the person who's cackling like a maniac?
Well, maybe they're not as crazy. This is the under. We
What?
jumped off a cliff.
What else do you suggest? Are we going back?
Attack.
I don't
Surprise
know.
attack.
This person fought Uncle Elliot. I don't think we should attack them. We are definitely not up to par of what Uncle Elliot can do.
Maybe we
Fine,
offer
then
our
introduce
services
us.
to help.
Is there any way to go back?
It's a Jabberwocky thing. Yeah, back.
Say, if we go forward, we're going to potentially a fight anyways. If we go
Maybe
backward,
we just be
the
like, hey, we got
thingamabobby.
lost. How do we get out?
Yeah,
We're
I'm
looking for a
sure
Soren's
they
unicorn
know
gonna.
horn.
that. It's not like we're trespassing or anything.
There were arrows pointing this way.
I mean, fair. The maze led us here, but we also trespassed to get into the maze.
There's also the Palace of Heart's Desire, so it's also Queen of Hearts
So-
Would it be rude
Castle.
to not introduce ourselves? Don't we have to be nice and like kind and all this stuff, or we're gonna break a rule?
It's true.
So we're gonna
Right.
introduce ourselves, right?
I don't
Lux,
want to.
you're the
but
nicest person. Go.
I'm a nice person.
No, do not send her to her death.
Soren's going to take a few steps toward them and clear his throat. Excuse me.
Oh, and what do we have here?
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Soren, and this is my gang of friends here. And
Oh, yes, I know exactly who you are. You killed my sisters.
Sorry
well,
about that.
yeah.
We didn't kill the Queen of
To
Hearts,
be
though.
fair, I
We
said
didn't find
or
her.
Queen of Hearts, or we didn't kill the other one either. That wasn't us. That was
The
Red
Jabberwocky.
and the Jabberwocky. And
I don't
to be
know
fair,
why you're trying to defend yourselves. I'm very happy about this.
okay, I didn't say defending. I was just clarifying.
We're not that cool.
And I really don't care that much.
I'm sorry. Who did you say you were again? I missed that.
Oh, I'm truly marvelous. With only a touch, dear, I have the power, zim zam brim brim, to wither a flower. I find delight in the gruesome and grim. Oh, well, I am the magnificent, the marvelous, Mad Madam Mim. And she takes a bow.
Yay! She claps.
Draco
We
would
got the
bow.
riddle right.
Yes, good job, dearies. And destroying my sisters only gained me their power. the power that I needed for this. And she brandishes a silver, beautiful, sparkling wand.
Very
Now what
good,
is this?
Molly.
Bibbidi. No. Zim zam zim. And everyone in the room freezes. You can still hear, you can still breathe, you can still move your eyes. You cannot talk, you cannot move. She goes, yes, this beautiful wand that I got here from her. And she steps aside, and you see that the frosted panel of the crystal has Fairy Godmother on the inside of it, frozen in a stasis. I needed her power and her wand to use a conduit, just like my sister's magic was going to do. But then they ruined our coven. Does anyone know what this is? And she brandishes out this pocket watch, this large crystalline pocket watch. And she looks you over and she sees that you're not answering frozen in time. Oh, almost forgot. You're frozen in time. Because I have the power. This is a time weaver. The ability to change and alter time and history created by Chronos himself. It has been here in Underland, ticking all this time. Tick tock, tick tock. Hundreds of years ago, I was locked just like your little fairy godmother. Frozen in time by the one you call the Blue Jay. In my world, I call him Merlin. Now, there was a hiccup in time. A weave that shattered, ruining all magic across the realms. That weave breaking released me from this crystal, and in its place, the fairy godmother. No is coming true. Not for you, not for my sisters, and definitely not those ugly ducklings. Now, if you will, journey back with me. Let's go back in time to fix something I should have done a long time ago. One thing more, and all is done to turn back time, the moon and sun. Make this clock reverse as I cast the most perfect curse. With the power of Sisters 3, all time will bow to me. And from the pocket watch, it explodes in this magical dust. A swirling portal above you, like a whirl, opens up. She flicks the wand over to the captive prisoner and takes off the sack. You don't recognize her, but to be a red-haired woman. She looks battered and bruised, a sword at her side. And she says, well, you'll be the first. I hope it doesn't rip you to shreds. And she pushes her, and the portal swallows her up as almost in a twister of time. Sucks her in. Goodbye, dear. See you on the other side. Come on now. We have places to be and time to bend. I do hope to see you on the other side. That is, if your parents survive this next adventure. The executioner steps in, and the swirling portal takes her up. Then the Mad Madam Mims swirls up inside of this pink and blue clouded dust. Before long, the castle starts crumbling in on itself. The spell releases out of you all as you get sucked through the time portal, not knowing where or when you'll end up. And that ends tonight's episode.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my god.
Oh,
Chill.
Oh my god, I
Chill,
thought
Shay.
shit.
for a